What is going on, guys? DBG here, and lads, tomorrow is the first day of Hoopsmas in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM, and 2K have have revealed who the two main headliners are in packs, lads, tomorrow. And it's gonna be a pretty good one, that's all I'm gonna say. There's a reason why I waited for this video. I could have made a video when they announced there were two Lakers players. I could have made a video when they announced there was Magic, but nah, I knew there was more. I knew there was more coming. So, the first tweet from 2K was this 2 hours ago. So guys, if you guys could, please leave a like. That'd be greatly, greatly appreciated. I think the snow is a little bit OD right now. Let's turn it off. But if you guys could leave a like, to be greatly, greatly appreciated. Like, I gotta be up. I gotta be up at 7 in the morning tomorrow to start doing work, and it's currently 2 a.m. So, and I'm just waiting up to make sure I get you guys as much information as possible. So, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. You upload more MyTEAM content than anywhere else, and now we are going to get on to it. So, basically, we got a thing. 2 Lakers legends dropping tomorrow. And then, first of all, we get told Magic Johnson. People are like, oh, I initially was like, oh crap, does this mean Kobe's the signature lock? And I was like, no. Because we got Jimmy was a 96 overall, which means it was a 96 overall in packs. And then it turns out there's going to be Kobe Bryant. I like this card out. To be completely honest. I do like the card out. But if you guys don't know with Kobe, you guys don't know. Now, with Kobe and Magic, these guys not only have their signature series signed card, they're going to have their signature series unsigned card and their NBA 75 card. There are going to be 3 pink diamond Kobe Bryants and 3 pink diamond Magic Johnsons in packs. Again, I don't know if that'll increase the odds of getting one of them individually, but just know there'll be 3 of each of them. So for that reason, I don't know. And there's also going to be those signature cards. I don't know what the likelihood is of that, but why you guys clicked on the video, how it is going to affect the market. So there is one player that I think he might drop in price because he's like 80k. So Penny Hardaway, he could, I'm not even going to make a prediction on Penny because he could spike or he could drop or he could stay the same, because I don't know what way the demand is going to be on Penny Hardaway. So you can see from as soon as Magic Johnson was announced, which is an hour ago, you guys can see people are throwing up to Penny Hardaways at a higher rate. He's down below 80k. He's down below 70k. So he's actually dropping in price, because a lot of people are selling their Penny Hardaways in the hopes of getting Magic Johnson. However, there is a high chance that Penny Hardaway is better than Magic. I just want to say that right now. I'm not going to say... I personally think Penny is more likely to be better, just because of the historic cards that we have gotten that were pink diamond Magic Johnsons. Like, historically, pink diamond Magic Johnson, like the Christmas Magic Johnson, has never been the greatest card in the world. He's always been okay, and like that's the best way to describe him. He's always been like a perfectly fine card in game, but he's never been like a game changer. Because if you guys look here, he gets fundamental, which is alright dribble style. He moves well. He gets the Pro 3 behind the back, which isn't as good as it used to be. Like, the Pro 3 behind the back used to be way better. He used to be able, like, that behind the back used to get him wide open. His release is slow. Like, it's a lot slower than Penny Hardaway's. And I don't know if he's going to get too many hot zones again. Like, I'm just saying it with this card here. Like, I'm probably going to shoot a lot more whites, but it is like a wide, like, it's a bad release. I'm just putting it out there right now. It's a bad release. And it's going to be on normal timing. Haven't started messing people's jump shot timing yet. Maybe it's not as bad as it seems. Like, his rating's not particularly high, and I'm still out here greening. So I just want to see, will this card... I know he's 99 overall rosters, but these guys all have high intangibles. Just want to see, will he be better than this? So, 3.84. I think this is probably in and around what he's going to be. Maybe he'll have better ball handle. He'll have around 86 interior, 80 block. Yeah, this is in and around what he's going to be, honestly. He's going to get a bunch of playmaking badges. So, like, Magic's going to be pretty decent. Like, wide open, he will shoot the ball. Like, there's no question about it. Magic's going to be very good. It's just Penny's really good as well. And the difference is Penny moves slightly better with the quad behind the back, as well as having shifty dribble style. And he's only 2 inches shorter. Like, I know you might say, oh, that's still 2 inches, which it is, but like, in the grand scheme of things, in 2K specifically, 2 inches at the point guard position is not the be-all and end-all. If you guys are looking for a point guard on the cheap to deal with Magic Johnson, it's tough. It is really tough. If you just want to match straight up with the guy, rather than, if you just want to match straight up with him on a budget, rather than manipulating matchups, honestly, the best thing you can do, and it's a card that I'm going to probably get over the weekend, is I would just complete this challenge right here and get Nate McMillan. Nate McMillan is a somewhat tall, must have an 85 defensive consistency, star higher. What the hell is that? But I would maybe go for Nate McMillan, 6'5", 6'8" wingspan, really solid defense. Still gonna get mashed, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. So I think in terms of point guards, I'm not sure if it really changes the meta. Like, we all knew Magic was coming. Anyone who's like, oh, Iverson's useless now, man. Iverson was useless with Penny. Iverson was already absolutely worthless, and we are about to get CJ McCollum. But Iverson was already worthless. It's not like it's a brand new thing that Iverson is here. Like, he was already pretty worthless. I'm not gonna lie. Guys like Steph Curry now are essentially worthless. Peyton can hold his own. He's 6'4", long wingspan. Caruso can hold his own. John Wall can hold his own. Marcus Smart is still okay because he's got that 80 interior defense. But like, at this stage in the year, I just don't think Steph, I know he's over 100k. I don't think Steph is usable. I'm just going to put that out there. I do not believe Steph is usable anymore in any sort of a setting other than just wanting to have fun. Derrick Rose has already been completely outdated. He's gone. So there's a lot of point guards that are completely rendered worthless by the addition of this Magic Johnson, because now it's not just Penny Hardaway. Now you've got if people really want to cheese, you've got a Magic Johnson starting, and then suddenly you've got Penny Hardaway off the bench, so you can't hide these 6'3" guys anywhere. They can run. You can put post badges on a 6'7" 2 guard, and it's just GG's. You don't even need post badges. Like, I remember destroying Steph Curry with Batum without any post badges. If you're 6'8", 6'7", you're being guarded by a 6'3" point guard, you can just destroy him in the post. So the next card, obviously, we know it's Kobe Bryant. We know it is the Mamba. This is going to be the most sought after of all the cards. He's going to be Kobe Bryant. And now let's see what this will do to the 2 guard position. So I think people are going to be selling their Clays, honestly. And I don't know. I think he's going to be better than Clay. I think Kobe's going to be better than Clay. Like, you can see Clay is dropping quite a bit in price. I just want to see how many people are putting up their Clays in the last... Well, to be honest, Kobe's only been 13 minutes. Are many putting up their Clays? Not really. Not really. There's no extra, so it doesn't seem like people are panic selling their Clays, which is something that I kind of expected. But if you're looking at Kobe's got the Kobe release, which in my opinion is one of the better releases in the game, if not one of the best releases in the game, especially on next gen. He has got the Kyrie hand back, which is not great, but he has Kobe dribble style, which is like the same as quick. He gets the Kobe escape and Kobe combo, Kobe size up, which is really good. He's got 80, like this one has 86 lateral, but this card here will get range. He'll get gold clamps. He'll get gold interceptor. He'll probably get half quick first step, half difficult shots, half fade ace. He'll get a few of these badges, but like, he'll probably get the opportunity to put chef on him. He'll get limited spot up. I think because of the free half chef badges there, I'm guessing you're going to see a lot of Kobe's with half chef. But he's going to get gold limitless spot up, gold sniper. So he's going to be just a way better version of his card. His speed's going to be like 95. His lateral is going to be like 95 steel. Block might still remain 60, but steel might be like 92. Dunk's going to be at least 95. 3 ball's going to be at least 90. So we're looking at a player that, while he's not going to shoot like Clay. He's not. I'm just going to put it out there. He's not going to shoot like Clay. But he's going to dunk better than Clay. He's going to move at a similar level to Clay. And his defense is going to be probably equal to Clay. He's probably not going to get the half clamps. Maybe he will. Let's actually check. Let's have a look at Kobe. I think he's going to be very similar to Kobe on Christmas Eve last year. So let's look up the 96 overall Kobe Bryant, the Pantheon. So that Pantheon at 13 halves. He's not going to get 13 halves. I'm just putting that out there now. He's not going to get 13 halves. He's going to get in around 10. Like last year's one, like half flexible Wow, he's definitely not. Maybe he'll get half sniper. But he probably will get half clamps. He'll get goal range. 93 speed, 95 lateral. I wouldn't be surprised if these stats are the same. These stats are almost the exact same. Both 96 overalls. I think that clutch shooter is... He definitely is going to get clutch shooter. What am I talking about? I think gold range. I think he's going to get similar badges. I think maybe he doesn't get pogo. Maybe he doesn't get intimidator. But he probably gets higher interceptor than that. They're not going to give Kobe Bryant silver interceptor. But in the game where interceptor really matters. So in terms of the 2-guard position, like if we look at guys that people have been using at the 2, I don't think it really affects it much because Clay is a better shooter. I think Kobe, the Julius Erving users, but like Julius Erving's not that expensive anyway. So like people that are using Julius Erving, it's not like Kobe who's going to be 500k. People are going to be selling their Julius Ervings to upgrade. Kobe's going to be so much more expensive than the rest of them, but I'm not sure if it really affects the rest of the 2 guards. Because like people are obviously using Dr. J. People who I really like, but he can't dribble the best. People are still using, like nobody's using people are using Red. Red's going to shoot better than Red will shoot better than Kobe Bryant. T-Mac will be a better cone than Kobe Bryant. I think he's going to take Clay's spot. You see the role that Clay plays as the like primary ball handling elite 2 guard, he's going to take the spot. But I don't see him being like Jimmy Butler good on defense. So I still think I don't think they're going to give him half interceptor. I could be wrong, but I still think Jimmy's going to have a role. I still think the likes of Jimmy, the likes of Michael Red, these shooters, these like guys that will do specific things at the highest level. I still think their kind of spot in the meta kind of remains the same even with Kobe Bryant. But the difference is with Kobe Bryant, I can see him taking Clay's spot. So of all the cards that I'm expecting to go down in price, it's Klay Thompson. So I think as far as point guards go, the Penny Hardaway going down in price is a weird one because like my logic is surely Penny Hardaway should be going up in price because he's, as of right now, the only real point guard that can guard Magic. He allows you to run Magic at the 1 and Penny off the bench. So he's got that, and then he also has got like the post badge as well. So it means your opponent just has no let up. They can't not get destroyed in the post if you run 2 of them. And Penny is dropping quite a little bit in price. So a lot of people are selling their pennies because they think they're going to be able to find Magic. I think Magic is going to be at least like 350k. And I think that Penny Hardaway, if you can somehow find a Penny Hardaway for like 60k, I still think that's so worth it right now. 60, 65k. Like I sold my one. I bought my own in like the low 40s. But I still think like 60, 65k is a really good price for a Penny Hardaway. If you can find him for that, especially with Magic Johnson. And especially if you can't afford Magic Johnson, it gives you that option defending. Because like, if you guys look at my team right here, I'm not 100% sure that Payton can guard him. I'm definitely not sure that Caruso can guard him. Like, I would literally have to put Gary Payton on a small forward. If I'm playing against Magic Johnson, I'd have to put Gary Payton on a small forward and Jonathan Isaac on Gary Payton. If I'm using my team, Jonathan Isaac is going to have to guard him. On the bench, it's probably going to be, or start is probably going to be Mikal Bridges guarding him. And Marcus Smart suddenly has the name guard either a 2 guard or a small forward. So it is what it is. Like, they are 2 super overpowered players. I don't see it really affecting the Marcus Smarts of the world, the Carusos of the world, because they can still hold their own equally as well. What I do see it affecting is the Currys of the world. Curry's going to get eaten alive. Like, a Magic Johnson card means Curry's going to get eaten alive. And what a Magic Johnson card means is scary as well. Like, people don't realize this, and this is what 2K always do, is either the week of the card they give out a counter, or they give out a counter the next week. I don't think they give out a counter this week, because it would be kind of mad if 2K brought in Magic Johnson and this guy. But there is a guy named Reggie Theus. If you guys don't know who Reggie Theus is, he is a player that everybody should be on the watch out for, because he's coming soon. He's coming sooner rather than later. And if you guys don't know about Reggie Theus, so Reggie Theus, last year he didn't come until Quantum. But this year, I think he's going to come early. Unless they somehow give us like a bonga. They might give us a bonga. We got a bonga quite early last year. But what Reggie Theus is a quick dribble style. He is literally, every year he's a clone of Penny Hardaway. Same release. But the difference is with Penny Hardaway and Reggie Theus, is that Reggie Theus is normally a better shooter. So you're not normally a better shooter. Reggie Theus is normally a better post player and normally a better defender than Penny Hardaway. And it is the case almost every year. Theus is just that little bit more like defensive minded and post game minded Penny Hardaway. So my prediction is that we see Theus, we might see, or we see Bonga. In the next 2 weeks, I think we're going to see some budget 6'8" point guard that's going to be able to compete. And that is the card that's going to drop the price of a Penny or a Magic. But a high-rated card is never really going to crash the market. The only card I can see dropping is Clay, because I think Clay's role, especially with how expensive Clay is being taken over by Kobe. I think all the other cards that are 2 guards kind of have their set roles. And even with Kobe, I don't think Kobe comes in and takes any of their roles away. And they're also not like 300k like Clay is. So I do think that Clay no longer... I think Kobe's just going to be just better Klay Thompson. He's going to be Klay Thompson with a better dunk and just some slightly better dribbling animations. So I think it's likely that his spot in the pedestal as the number 1 2 guard is gone. But there's still... You can argue number 2. You can argue him number 2 because he still plays that same role. But yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. What will these cards do to the market? I don't think they're going to have a major effect. I think they might affect 1 to 2 specific players a lot because they've rendered specific players either no longer the best in Clay's case or kind of useless in like the Steph Curry / a lot of those little point guards. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.